Hey everybody, welcome back to Dude Ranch DIY. I'm Jake, and today we got a lot on our plates. As you can see behind me, I got out the Kubota zero-turn mower. It has been raining like crazy here in southwestern Connecticut, and the lawn has been loving it, and it's also been loving that fertilizer that I put down a couple videos back with the new boom sprayer. So we got to mow the lawn. That's on our docket. Then we have, if you see in the back of my truck up there, 4 new IBC totes that I just picked up today after work. So we got to get those unloaded. And then if you follow me over here, we got yesterday a big load of beautiful ash firewood poles. My buddy Mauricio, who owns the tree company that I used to work for, had a job in the area, and he asked me if I wanted this wood. So of course I said, as long as it's, you know, for the most part pretty clean ash firewood poles. He said the tree was pretty dead. You can see the bark is like falling off some of these pieces here. So we got all these, but the only problem is, as you can see, they are kind of blocking the road that we cut in here. Now obviously this whole wood yard project is not yet done. The guy still has not come with the excavator, but I have been moving logs around and kind of just staging them. So I do have a kind of like working log pile going on right over here, but obviously this big load off the truck is a lot more than what I have right there. So I kind of need to figure out a good spot to put it where it'll be out of the way, yet still easily accessible. I'm not sure. Over here, there's kind of like a little divot. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get in from the side with the tractor or the skid steer to pick these things up. I might have to just kind of like claw them off and pull them back, and then you know, figure out the best way to move them individually. Some of them might have to get cut. There's some pretty long, good diameter pieces in there. But that's what we got. Those 3 things: mow the lawn, unload the IBC totes, and move the wood. In no particular order, however, I am going to start out with the lawn because they are calling for some more rain in the coming days. So I'm going to throw the GoPro on the zero turn here. I know mowing the lawn is not the most interesting thing. However, it does have to get done. And I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but it's definitely greened up and is just, it's growing pretty good. I mean, right here we're on the edge of the driveway, so there's some rock spill off, but out in the middle, it's looking a lot better than it was. So I think that fertilizer worked. I'll definitely have to pick up some more of that. Put it down when it's not so hot. Right now it's about 95 degrees, so yeah, not appropriate time to put down fertilizer. So we're gonna hop on the mower and get to work. right, guys, so we just did the first like 3 passes, or 2 passes down here, 3 up on the top of the lawn, going around the outside of the front lawn here. I like to do 2 passes, you know, first around the perimeter. That way it gives me room to turn around on, you know, each side. Last time I mowed, I went, let's see, I went horizontally, I believe, left to right. So this time I'm going to be going up and down the hill. Now, it might be hard to tell on the camera here, but this hill is pretty steep. If we're standing here at the side, in the middle, it gets the steepest, and then it kind of tapers out as it gets out along here. But I've definitely been getting used to this Kubota zero-turn mower. I used to run a Skag, like walk behind, 48-inch, and I've done the hydros and stuff before, but I've never really done the zero-turn ride-on mowers. And this thing is great. I mean, it's got the 60-inch deck, it's got 27 horsepower, plenty of power, but it takes some getting used to. The hydraulics on it and the steering are very sensitive and touchy, and it doesn't really have brakes. Chad over on the Purple Collar Life channel, if you guys don't follow or subscribe to his channel, definitely go and check it out. He's got a lot of great videos of all different types of equipment. But he just put out a video a couple days ago talking about his challenges learning how to use a zero-turn mower for the first time. And a lot of them, very surprisingly, were the same things that I was kind of thinking, but I thought that there was something wrong with the machine. Turns out it's operator error. Go figure. So it definitely takes some getting used to, but I have been getting used to it. I just kind of almost let the machine glide down, since it is hydrostatic. When you like pull off the bars or pull them back into the neutral position, the machine, I just kind of let the hill and the gravity take it down the hill, and then, you know, I'll come and kind of do my 3-point turn down at the bottom and at the top, and, you know, repeat the process over and over. So I'm going to bang this out quick, and then hopefully we'll see how much time we got left with the sun and the heat and everything like that. And hopefully we can get some more stuff done besides just mowing the lawn. Okay, guys, we got her done. At least the front hill part. As you can see, I had to put on my dust mask. Like I said, it's about 95 degrees, and it's been 95 in the 90s for like the past, I don't know, like week or so. Pretty much hovering around 90s. But we got the hill done. The machine, I don't know if you can tell in the time lapse, but like I said, I just kind of like put it in neutral and let gravity take me down the hill. We do have some rocks and stuff like up in the middle kind of there that I need to go through with the grapple and the tractor, just pick them out by hand with the pry bar. But this center part just gets so much sun throughout the majority of the day. Just beyond that shadow, pretty much, it just gets hammered with sun all morning into the afternoon. So it really just gets dried out. I'm gonna set the camera up on the other side of the front lawn now, and over there it's much more shaded by those big sugar maple trees there. So generally it's not as dusty, it's also much flatter, so it's a lot easier to mow. All right, guys, and there you have it. Not too bad for a rookie zero-turn mower operator, I don't think, at least, and for a pretty not so great lawn. But at least it's green. That's the important thing. It looks good when cars zoom by and when people pull in the driveway. This Kubota mower has been great so far. Like I said, it takes a little time getting used to. One feature that I really do like, because we have, I don't know if you can see, but we got a lot of like rocks, especially in this area. You can see there's pretty big rocks. But an interesting feature that this, and I believe most other Kubota zero turns have, is that in order to lift the deck, this pedal right here actually controls a hydraulic cylinder. So the deck raise and lower is controlled by hydraulics. So it's really fast, and you can just punch it and lift it up for a second and then let go, and the deck drops right back down to where, you know, you had it set to. Compared to the one other zero-turn mower that I've ever run, which was like, I believe, a Skag Wildcat or like Cheetah or something like that. It had a mechanical pedal, and your foot, you could kind of push it down and do the same thing, but your foot was essentially taking up all the weight of the deck, and, you know, a 60 or 72 inch deck would be pretty heavy. So in order to just punch it for a second, it was kind of tough to get it to stay there. But the hydraulics take all the weight out of that. Big triaxle going by. The hydraulics take all the weight, you know, off of your foot, and you can just kind of quickly punch it, go over the rock, and then drop back down. Nice feature. Enough talking. I gotta finish doing the backyard, but we will catch up once I'm done, and hopefully either get to unload the IBC totes or that big pile of firewood poles back there. So see you soon. All right, guys, just put the zero-turn mower away. That was pretty hot and dusty, but we got it done. I'm not going to take the time to weed whack and stuff right now because I got to get these totes out of the back, and I'd like to get that wood moved. Not sure. I'm walking up to the tractor now. Oh, couldn't remember what I had on the front of the tractor, whether it was the grapple or the pallet forks, but as you can see right there, sticking out, we got pallet forks. It's been a few days since I was on the tractor, actually, probably more like a week. Went to my buddy's bachelor party down in Ocean City, Maryland. He is getting married. It was fun. That's why my voice is a little hoarse, but nonetheless, it's been a few days since I've been on the tractor. I'm gonna drive it down, and we'll get those IBC totes out and then back up the hill into the backyard where all of the other IBC totes are, and then we'll see what kind of time we got. So while the tractor's warming up a bit, not that it needs too much because it's 90 something degrees out, I figured I'd show you what I got going on back here as far as the IBC totes when we finally do get to start splitting firewood again. I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 empty ones, 4 more empty ones in my truck makes 11 empty ones, and then let's see what we got as far as full. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8.5, 9, like, and another half. So we got about 10 full IBC totes, which is okay. That should get Sarah and I through the winter, which was pretty much my goal. I didn't want to have to bring a ton of wood, like cords and cords and cords of wood over from Sam's, but 10 IBC totes, that's like 3 cords plus a little bit, give or take. Not too bad. We definitely got plenty more to load up, and I think I even have a couple more empty ones still over at Sam's with some other miscellaneous stuff, which I will have to get at some point. Sam, if you're watching, I'm sorry that stuff has been sitting here so long. But now you can see the IBC tote tower in the back of the truck. Let's go get them out. All right, guys, as you can see here, I got the 4 IBC totes. They are quite high. I was a little worried that they have the bladders in them, and being so tall on like the highway, I wasn't going crazy fast, but like probably like 60 miles an hour. I was worried about all that wind resistance, and the way that I strapped them down was just, you know, they're obviously stacked on top of each other, so I just threw 2 ratchet straps down through the center of each one to hold the top one to the bottom one. Same thing on the back here, and it seemed to work fine. You know, definitely made sure to go a little bit slower, but now to expedite the process, I'm gonna pop these ratchet straps off. Instead of attaching, you know, each side to the actual truck here, I'm just gonna attach them to themselves. That way I can take them off 2 at a time, not have to make 4 separate trips. Because if you couldn't tell, time is of the essence So I think that'll help expedite things, and we'll get them into the back and then save them for another day to cut up and actually, you know, break down the bladders. And I'll show you guys in a future video how I do that.